This is a training on the Logbooks app for Fleetmatics. It's designed for drivers who are just going to be seeing the app on their tablets. So here on my computer screen, I have a mock-up of one of our tablets as a simulation. There are two apps you're going to want to download onto your tablet. The first one is the Fleetmatics Driver app. That's the one that you'll be using to track all the logbook information that you'll be interacting with. The second app we have is called the Fleetmatics Always On app. When you download this app, it is not going to appear on the page with all of your other apps. It's going to appear and stay in your settings. The purpose of this app is to always keep the driver app running at the forefront of your information. This means if your tablet goes to sleep or you're using another app here, the information in the driver app will continue to run. So now what we're going to do is log into the driver app and show you how this works. The first thing you're going to need here is a username and a password. This is the email and the password your management set up for you when they set you up as a driver in the system. My email is md@fmco.com and my password 1234. Now this is a simulation, so we can't actually connect to a vehicle today. But when you log in, you want to be out at your vehicle and to have your vehicle turned on, because the first thing we're going to do is ask you to connect. The tablet is going to try and establish a Bluetooth connection with the turned on vehicle. What it's going to do is create that connection and pull in information from the vehicle like the location and the odometer reading, which are going to be important to other parts of this information. After that, whenever you log in and connect to your vehicle, we're going to direct you to our Hours of Service status page. Now on this page, the first thing you see is your name as a driver and the vehicle you're currently connected to. Under that, you have a status page. So you can shift from off-duty to on-duty and to sleep or berth. I also have the option of driving here in the simulation. You are not going to see this option. So when you start work, you want to log on duty. This tablet is actually going to switch into driving for you. So what happens is when you get in your vehicle and the vehicle records the movement, we will automatically switch you into driving mode. If your vehicle stops for more than 2 minutes, the system will switch you from driving back into on duty. So you don't have to worry about doing any of that while you're driving. The tablet will handle all of it. So today, just so we have the example, I'm going to switch us right into driving. You also have these 4 time clocks that track different things. First of all, we have your drive time, your driving time for the day. Now this clock will fill up in blue. When you get within half an hour of violation, it's going to turn orange. If you have a violation, it will turn red. Get in touch with your manager as soon as possible. Now the same is going to be true for the rest of these clocks as well. We have one that tracks your 14 hours of on-duty time, and one that tracks, in this case, our 7-day work week. Now there was a new mandate that came out on July 1st about this work week. Drivers are now required a 34-hour reset period every single week. That has to include 2 consecutive periods of 1 a.m. through 5 a.m. That reset is required to restart this clock. So if you don't go through that reset, this clock will not restart itself. You'll just keep building on, and at some point, you'll probably have a violation. Now, if the app ever needs to be updated, we also do suggest waiting until you have a reset going on, just because you don't want it to interfere with your information. Another recent mandate is the requirement of a 30-minute off-duty break every 8 hours of driving. So we have a clock here that's going to count up your 8 hours. Again, we'll give you that warning half an hour out. And when you log off duty, we are automatically going to switch you into a 30-minute clock, which will count down the break for you. All right. There is also at the bottom of this page another menu. Now you do have the option here of adding a co-driver, so if you drive in a driving team, you can run both of you off of the same tablet. However, only one of you can be connected to the vehicle at a time. You can also extend your driving time out by 2 hours. Now, this does require government compliance issues. Has to be for things like harsh weather or driving conditions. You can only do this once a week, and if you extend your driving time out by 2 hours, or something goes on that this system does not record, what you want to do is add in a remark. This is going to allow you, I should mention you cannot add in a remark when the vehicle is in motion. But when you add in a remark, basically what it's going to do is attach information to that status update, so being on duty. You can explain why you're extending your driving time, why certain information is incorrect, things like that. It will appear back on the website, visible to your managers. There's also an option here to reconnect to your vehicle if the Bluetooth connection is lost. And there are a couple of superficial items here as well. You can switch between time used and time remaining, and between a dark and a light background here as well. There are also some other options up in this top menu. Now, first of all, if you are stopped on the road, there are only a few pieces of information you actually have to show. One of those is your hours of service log. This is going to show every status change for today in your grid graph. So this is that graph that you fill out on a paper log, except this information comes directly from the vehicle, so there is no guessing involved. I would suggest, as you all start to use this tablet, that you do keep your paper logs right alongside it for the first couple of weeks, just as you get used to it. There is also a log version of this that just tracks your changes, your statuses, and your locations. It will also note any remarks that you sent in or that have been made by your managers on this information. Now, both of these pages also track the total time you spent in each status during the day and your total mileage. You're also going to be required to show your vehicle inspections. Now, because we're in a simulation, I cannot open vehicle inspections. But as of a new update we just had on the system, you're able to view vehicle inspections for the past 50 inspections or the past 7 days of this vehicle that you're in, its usage. So when you connect to different vehicles, you can view reports that have been run on them by other drivers. However, when you do your pre- and post-trip inspections, you're going to see a page like this come up. It supplies us with your truck and trailer information and the name of you as a driver. And it simply asks you if you found defects. If you do find defects, we're going to have a new page that lets you list them. And you can submit that as your report back to your managers. They'll be able to do things with that information and have you and a mechanic sign off on it as any issues are fixed. All right, now the last thing that I want to mention, when you go to log off of the tablet, you are going to stay in whatever status this page is in. So if you're on duty and you log off for the day, go home, go to bed, come back and come to work the next morning, you are still going to be on duty, and chances are you're going to have a violation. Make sure that when you finish working every day, you go into off duty before you log off of the tablet. Now, if you do have any issues with this tablet or with connecting to your vehicle or anything, please get in touch with your management. They can call us at customer service, and we can try and help you resolve those issues. Thank you so much.